Well, howdy, Claire.
Hi, Tom.
What are you doing out here?
Oh, nothing. Just chilling here with Molly.
Molly, here on YouTube. Say hi.
Here.
Well, howdy, folks. I'm Thomas McCullen from Wheel Builder Studios and Silversmith Productions.
I'm Claire McCollin.
And for today's interview, we're going to do an interview we did with Sarina Haggarty. And yeah, we're going to do that interview, and I hope you like it. If anybody wants to see us, what can they do, Claire?
Well, they can check us out on our YouTube channel and like and subscribe. You can also check us out on our other social media, which would be Facebook and Instagram. We don't have Twitter, guys, so just deal with that, I guess.
And we made sure that we shot this in all the ways that make sure that anybody wasn't infected, right?
Yep, that's true.
And basically, I just hope you enjoy it. And remember, guys, in these trying times, you got to remember one thing. You got to keep on rocking and rolling.
And stay groovy.
Stay very, very, very groovy. All right, let's do this.
All right.
Would you mind introducing yourself to the audience and a little bit of a bio on yourself?
Sure. My name's Sarina Haggarty. I'm an artist and singer-songwriter and kind of based in London, born and raised. And I just graduated in music industry arts at Fanshawe, so that's really exciting. And this next year, I'm excited to release some new music, maybe a 30p, but to start off just more singles and working in Emacs Studio. So I'm just excited for new live shows now and new music and lots of goals. So it's gonna be a good year or decade, I don't know. But for now, social media will do whatever. Free shows for everyone.
Okay. So, being that this is a bit of a weird time, how would you say the coronavirus has affected you creatively?
I think it's weird because it doesn't feel like it's made that much of a difference, but it has, because I'm, bored at my house trying to write songs, and I do need to be inspired. So far it's going slow, but at least my creativity is still here. But it is different compared to going out and having shows and everything. It's weird just being stuck in my room and doing Facebook lives and everything. But as an artist and a person, like mentally I'm still good. It's not like I'm far away for a while. I'm just stuck at home.
In terms of, say, anything like a mental thing, how would you say this has affected you particularly?
As I said before, kind of like my creativity. I'm not too like I'm starting to get used to it now, but the first month, I wasn't really inspired just sitting in my room. So I think I needed to get used to it and calm down and get relaxed, and then start just working from home. And I was kind of I just finished school, so when school was done, at least I was more relaxed because I didn't have to worry about any schoolwork. After having all my classes on Zoom, it was a fun time, but now it's done.
Well, classes on Zoom, how would you explain that experience for anyone who hasn't done that yet?
It's way different, and it's weird compared to, being in class. But at the same time, it was funny because, you got to see everyone's house, and half the people were asleep. That's kind of one thing that sucks about Zoom is, like any class, you wake up and you go to school. But this one, I literally woke up 10 minutes before class, took a shower, and then I was there. So it was funny because you could still see everyone and the reaction, the people that are paying attention and the people who aren't. So it wasn't bad, it was just different compared to being face to face and actually being, at the studio at school.
And what advice would you give to somebody who isn't able to handle long periods of isolation well?
I was going to say, well, at least we're all doing that together. I don't know, I think I would say just like anyone would say, just find stuff that distracts you and that keeps you entertained, whether it's sleeping or watching Netflix or doing homework, reading, I don't know, just there's so much things that can distract you in your house. So, and especially you can still go outside for walks and stuff. I would just say go outside.
Do you still practice your instrument or sing alone at home?
Yeah, I do every single day. I do a lot of Facebook and Instagram lives as well, so I play and sing, and then just trying to learn new covers of songs.
Do you got a particular favorite song you like to play at the moment now that you're pretty much stuck inside?
Yeah, not much has changed though, because it's been my favorite song for a while. It's a country song by Maren Morris, and it's called My Church. That's kind of, I think I would say, that's my go-to song.
What are you doing to keep yourself motivated and not give up?
Sleeping and then getting up again and doing stuff. I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm surviving. I am really excited to get out of my house, and when things go back to not being normal but being steady, I am looking forward to that. So right now I'm kind of just, taking it slow and getting ready for that to happen, and enjoying being isolated while I can.
Out of curiosity, what kind of gear do you use for your music per se?
I'm so bad with gear name, like all names of everything. But I can tell you I have some nice Taylor guitars that I love, and then I have a Seagull, and then the speaker I use a JBL, but I don't really use the speaker because I just practice and play acoustic in my room. And then I bought a mic from London like 2 days ago, and I love it. But I'm horrible, and I already forget what mic it's called. But it's a nice mic. It's like a really common one. So yeah, I suck at naming stuff.
What would you like to see happen after the lockdown is over to help you musically?
I'd love to see more live shows and do more live shows. Get back to normal, because that's what I've been doing for years now. So I'm looking forward to going to shows and then having shows or any kind of gigs. I'm supposed to play at a ton of restaurants this summer, so hopefully that'll somehow happen in the fall, maybe. I don't know.
Do you got any plans right now to release any new music?
Yeah, I have kind of been doing other stuff, but I have 2 new songs that I was supposed to have recorded by now, and I'm heading into Emacs Studio in London, and I have 2 songs that a prof from MIA named Mo Berg is producing, so I'm looking forward to work on that when he is able to come from Toronto and when the studio opens. And then I've been doing a lot of co-writing on Zoom, so I'm still kind of working on songs, but I have no exciting news yet. But right away when I head into studio, the plan is to wrap up 2 songs quickly, so that's kind of what's up next.
Would you think that now with more bands kind of doing a lot of these live things or even free live things, you think that because we've been sort of doing this now for a while now, you think it's going to be kind of like a new kind of norm or trend, maybe even after this whole thing ends, kind of thing?
Yeah, it's weird because I feel like eventually it will fade away. It might, continue, because it's crazy how much it's blown up, because that's all you see now. I guess it's the only option for performers. But I think it'll still become a popular thing, and then eventually it will fade away once live shows face-to-face get popular again. So yeah, kind of for, I don't know, could be a few months, a few weeks, years, I don't know.
So you've done a few, and we wrote down a few of them since this whole thing started. Can you talk about the performance that you did for the London run for ovarian cancer?
Yeah, I sang. There were a few acts, and then there was also some speeches. And it was cool that they didn't cancel the event. They did just a whole pre-thing on Zoom, and then people still ran. And a girl named Silversmith sang as well, and then I sang 3 songs. And it was cool. They raised a lot of money. I forget the exact amount, but it was a good it was a good and creative way of having the run on Zoom. I kind of wish people would just vlog themselves running too and still be on Zoom and just run like this. That would be funny. But yeah, it was good and it was fun being a part of it. I love like fundraisers and runs, so it was good to at least be a part of it and still wear my pajamas.
Well, what about the London Arts Council performance that you did?
Yeah, I've done a ton just like by myself on Facebook, and then some of them were featured with the Arts Council because what they're doing, which you probably saw, of course, like 4 people a day. There's like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and then 7 to 8, 8 to 9. So I've done a few, and it's been really fun. I just started live, and then London Free Press shares it, and London Arts Council. So it's a good like interaction. It's free shows for people, and you get more views on the video. So it's like a win-win. So I've done a lot of that. I really like it because it's so like fun and easy.
You've also done one for the Digital Creative Arts Center. What can you say about that one?
Yes, I did that one a few weeks ago, or days. I don't know. I think a few weeks. It was good. I think like 3 songs, 2 or 3 songs. So 2 fresh songs. Yeah, it was good. Lots of views from there too. Like people enjoyed and know most of the songs, so at least they can, I don't know, be at home singing along. I did one for London Brewing Co-op yesterday, and I think there was a lot of people just chilling at home drinking beer that watched it. So I don't know, people just love live music.
Do you got anything that you'd like to say about the whole 4 City Music Award thing that you did?
Yeah, that was from like a year ago, so it came up in my like on this day memory stuff. And the awards got canceled. They were actually supposed to be like this week, and I was supposed to be on a trip this week, but it's not gonna happen anymore, of course, for a while. But that was just a memory from last year, and lots of cool people in the videos that, you know, I wish I could see this week, but can't. I miss a lot of people though.
What are your influences as an artist?
I have a lot of course, musician friends, so there's lots of influences and inspirations for me. And I don't really have any like favorite or main ones, but I usually just say my like friends of mine, really cool people.
What can you say about the episode of the Sarina Indie Nights podcast that you did?
That was really cool. I enjoyed it, and the show was fun in Sarnia too. That was my first, I think, show I ever had in Sarnia, and everyone's just so nice. Sarnia people. I was pretty mad because they didn't dance during the show, so they were really like weird and boring, just sitting on chairs. But other than that, I love the podcast.
Speaking of shows, what do you miss most about being involved with the show, pretty much?
The band rehearsals. I miss my band members a lot, and just the performing, just how every show's new and fresh. Yeah, I miss it all.
What was your experience like with Make-A-Wish?
Yeah, so I was a Wish kid. I became a Wish kid in 2016, and then my wish came true in 17, and then it became Highlight of the Year internationally. So I've had the pleasure of going like so many places. Actually, a year ago, I was in Ireland just with Make-A-Wish to share my wish at a gala. So that was exactly a year ago, and then I was gonna say a week ago, but 2 months ago already, I went to LA to record for a Make-A-Wish 40th like anniversary video. Like the first wish came true, and it's so cool. Like if you think about it, because this like what happened was, I forget his wish, but it's a guy in the States, and he was probably like 7-ish. I don't know. Maybe 10, I don't know, but he was very sick, and then he wanted to, I'm horrible, I should probably know, but he wanted to, he wanted a wish come true. So they're like, you know what, we can make it happen for this guy, for this little boy. And then his wish came true, and then he passed away a few weeks later. But then they continued it, and now there's been like thousands of wishes internationally. So that was really cool. I went to LA, and then I've been home since. So that part has sucked, but I love Make-A-Wish, and it's really cool being involved.
Now, what venues would you like to play at in the future? Like when all this is over?
Venues. I think I'd love to be back at the Winter Music Hall and Rum Runner. I definitely miss it there, and Aeolian Hall. I want to have a show at Aeolian again. And, whether they're big or small venues, boring crowd or exciting crowd, I would love any show anywhere. Yeah. And then some restaurants as well. Nice
Cool.
entertainment.
Is there like any merch that you would like to showcase?
Yeah, I don't have any now, unfortunately. I don't have any at the moment, but if you look like on my Instagram or Facebook or somewhere and just try and find photos, I have a nice burgundy colored shirt, so I like that. But that was from 2 years ago, so I'm actually designing new merch, and I have some new music coming out eventually that I want to kind of get the merch based off of that. So some nice merch.
Are there any other bands you'd like to recommend, or acts in general?
Yeah, there's a ton of local in London. There's a ton, ones I would recommend right now. There's one called Sneaker Club, and they're awesome. And there's also my friend, he does a lot of pop and EDM music. His name is Unbloom. He's awesome. And I'm just picking my favorite. Who else? Kind of mean because there's so many and I'm only, naming the good ones. There's also a band called Texas Gang, and they're really awesome. So I would definitely check out their music. And my band members who I used to play with me at every show, they're also in bands. So my drummer's in a band called Five Oceans. And then my friend Craig, he's in a band called Heart Attack Kids. And then Connor Moran, he's an artist, and he plays with me all the time. And who else? And then another guy, he's in the band Five Oceans as well. So Five Oceans, great band. They released a single a few days ago too, so check them out too.
Well, you hear it here, folks. If you're looking for some new music, here you go.
Yeah, it's some good stuff. And then I think they really all miss live shows too, because they're all like musicians. So it's hard not having live shows.
What are some ways people can support you while they are stuck at home?
They can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and YouTube is still a thing. So I don't know, just anything like streaming and social media stuff, because I do a lot of Facebook Live. Yeah, let me know how everything goes, and thank you again so much.
Yep. You have a great day.
Thank you. You as well. Be safe inside. What would be the verb? Quarantine. I don't know. During quarantine. Whatever. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.